Okay, so, get this. A comedy movie made over $331 million. Yeah, seriously. No superheroes, no wild sci-fi twists, no billion-dollar budget. Just laughs. Real, belly-hurting laughs. And here's the kicker, it pulled off something so rare, even some of the biggest films can't claim it. I mean, how often do you hear about a comedy breaking records at the box office? Let me ask you, when was the last time you saw a straight-up comedy really crush it in theaters? Not some romantic comedy-drama hybrid or a superhero movie with a few jokes sprinkled in. I'm talking about a genuine, laugh-out-loud, silly, but smart comedy that doesn't try to be anything else. Yeah, probably been a while, right? That's exactly what makes this one so special. So today, we're going to talk about this rare comedy gem. It came out of nowhere, made the entire world laugh, and somehow ended up becoming one of the most successful films in its genre. And the best part? It didn't rely on big explosions, flashy visuals, or complex plots. Just good old-fashioned funny stuff and a cast that knew exactly how to deliver it. Now, before we get into the details of how it pulled this off, I want you to hang around till the end, because by then, you'll understand why this wasn't just a box office fluke. This was something that actually changed the way people look at comedy movies. Alright, let's get into it. So here's how it all went down. First off, this movie? It wasn't supposed to be a big deal. Like, at all. No one was betting their life savings on it. It had a decent cast, yeah. But let's be honest, comedies haven't exactly been killing it in recent years. Especially when you're up against these big-budget action flicks or Marvel blockbusters. It's like bringing a squirt gun to a water cannon fight. But this film came in with confidence. It didn't care about being flashy. It wasn't trying to win Oscars. It just had a simple goal, make people laugh. And boy, did it do that. Now let's talk about the guy front and center, Ice Cube. Yeah, the same Ice Cube who gave us legendary rap anthems and then went on to become one of the most unexpected and hilarious actors in Hollywood. I mean, who would have thought, right? In this movie, he plays the no-nonsense, grumpy dude who's always caught in the middle of something ridiculous. And that expression he makes, you know the one, it's like a mix of confusion, disbelief, and I'm too old for this nonsense. That look alone became a viral meme. People started using his face to express everything from Monday mornings to dealing with customer service. But seriously, Ice Cube has mastered the art of being the straight man in comedy. He doesn't even have to say anything. Just one look and you're already laughing. It's like he was built for these kinds of roles. Now, another thing this movie got right? Timing. And I don't just mean comedic timing, which it nailed, by the way. I'm talking about release timing. This film dropped at exactly the right moment. You know those times when there's a gap in the box office lineup? Nothing too exciting coming out, people are kind of tired of intense dramas and superhero fatigue is setting in. That was the window. And this movie swooped in like, hey, remember laughing? Let's do that again. Families showed up. Teenagers showed up. Adults who just needed a break from real life showed up. It became the movie to watch if you wanted to unwind and have a good time. It didn't try to be deep or meaningful. It just gave people what they were missing, something fun and light. And here's the thing most people didn't expect. Instead of crashing after opening weekend like many comedies do, this one kept going. Word of mouth exploded. Social media memes went wild. And people started going back for second and even third viewings. It was one of those rare moments when the audience kept the film alive, not just marketing or hype. Now let's talk numbers. Most comedies don't even get close to the kind of box office this one reached. Breaking the 100 million mark is already impressive. But 331 million? That's unheard of in this genre. And remember, there were no massive CGI monsters or massive marketing gimmicks. Just clever writing, great performances, and relatable humor. It's like finding a unicorn. A comedy that not only makes people laugh but actually makes money, big money. But wait, it gets better. Behind the scenes, there were some smart moves made that helped this film succeed in ways people don't usually notice. First, the budget. It wasn't insane. They didn't spend hundreds of millions to make it look flashy. In fact, they kept things pretty tight. That means they didn't need it to make $1 billion just to break even. Every dollar it earned became a win. That's smart filmmaking. Then there's the writing. It wasn't trying too hard. The jokes weren't over the top or forced. They were relatable. Situations that you've probably experienced in your own life, just taken to a funnier extreme. That's what made it connect with so many people. And guess what? The internet played a big role too. Once a few clips went viral, especially those reaction faces and one-liners, it spread like wildfire. People who hadn't even planned on watching it suddenly became curious. They saw the memes, the tweets, the jokes flying around online and thought, okay, what's this movie about? That curiosity turned into tickets. And those tickets turned into millions. It's the kind of marketing you can't buy. Now let's zoom out for a second. Why does all this matter? I mean, it's just a funny movie, right? Well, not really. This movie proved that comedies still have power. That you don't need a massive effects budget or a complicated plot to make something memorable. You just need good timing, the right cast, and a story that makes people feel good. And honestly, in a world full of heavy news, constant stress, and big dramatic films trying to outdo each other, sometimes people just want to laugh. This movie gave them exactly that. No guilt, no stress, just good vibes. Alright, before we wrap this up, here are a few things that really helped this film win big behind the curtain. 1. The team knew their audience. They weren't trying to impress critics or win awards. They just wanted to entertain real people. And that clarity made all the difference. 2. It didn't try to do too much. A lot of movies today feel like they're juggling a million things. This one kept it simple. Clean plot, strong characters, and consistent humor. 3. The chemistry. The cast worked so well together. You could tell they were having fun, and that fun translated on screen. When actors are genuinely enjoying what they're doing, it shows, and the audience can feel it too. 4. Release timing. Again, it came out when audiences needed something like this. No major competition. No burnout from similar movies. Just the right film at the right time. And 5. The power of social media. Memes, GIFs, and clips made this movie live online. It kept people talking long after the credits rolled. And when a film becomes part of pop culture like that, that's when it becomes a phenomenon. So here's a fun thought, if one simple comedy can still do all this, what's stopping Hollywood from making more? Maybe they just need to believe that laughter still sells. And if you've watched this movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The way the characters bounce off each other. The absurd situations that still feel strangely familiar. The way you catch yourself quoting lines days later. That's the kind of magic we don't get enough of anymore. So now it's your turn. What's a comedy that totally caught you by surprise? Something that made you laugh way more than you expected? Drop it in the comments, I'd love to hear it. And hey, if you're into stories like this, movies that go from underdog to legend, then stick around. We've got another video coming up that dives into the biggest box office comeback of all time. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Oh, and before you go, don't forget to like this video if you smiled even once, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next deep dive, and ring the bell to stay updated on all our latest uploads. Because sometimes, in the middle of all the serious stuff going on, You just need to kick back, laugh, and enjoy the ride. See you in the next one.